So what do you know about Marathon at this point?
I mean, obviously it's a team that we played a couple of years ago, so we know that. So we're familiar with the stadium and the city and so forth because we've been there before. We've seen their game with Caledonia. The team saw a lot of the highlights from that before we played Caledonia the last time. We got about 4 games on tape that we're looking at right now, so we'll give them more information. They got a good wide left midfielder. They got a good central midfielder. They play through a lot. They got a couple of strong forwards, not necessarily big, but really robust, strong type guys. So they're a good, solid team. Coach is the same coach that they had in 2010. He was gone for the beginning of last year, but then came back, and so they're pretty similar in terms of their playing style.
How important is it for you guys to put I guess you would clinch the group if you won this game?
Yeah, I mean, obviously a win down there would clinch the group for us. A tie means that all we have to do is tie our last game at home. But if we could clinch the group, that's something we want to do. But we also want to keep our eye on the game on Saturday and make sure that we're ready for that one as well.
How tough is that when you got such a big match on Saturday and yet now you throw in all this travel? And I know you've done this before, but here we go again.
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously it's something that comes with the territory and something we've become used to as a group, and so we don't talk about it a lot. This trip is definitely an easier trip than the trip to Trinidad. We'll fly out today, we'll stay in Houston tonight. And then we'll fly from Houston the rest of the way tomorrow morning. So the guys should have a good night's sleep in between, which is important, and breaks up the travel for us. We got a training day in today, so we don't lose a training day. We'll have training in the stadium tomorrow, after we get down there. So from that standpoint, it's a lot easier trip at the end of the day. So and Mario will be the star and they'll be the focus. So the guys can just concentrate on the game. Let Mario do all the press interviews.
Eddie be able to travel?
Yeah, he's going on this one.
How about Tiffert and Estrada and
We're not going to take any of those 3. We're leaving them at home. I think they're close. I think Rosales could probably play if we needed to. Tiffert could probably play in this one if we needed to, but we're going to hold them a little bit for Saturday. Estrada, that was his first minutes on Sunday in the reserve game. So practice is practice, games are games. So it's a little bit different soreness for him today. So we're going to leave him.
What keepers are you taking?
Schmid, Meredith, and Ford.
I mean, your thoughts on your other keeper there, the rookie?
The big rookie, yeah, the big rookie. He's done, it's all right. So for him, I'm sure it's just a matter of getting back into the rhythm. And, it's for us, the delicate part of the training is, to train him, to get him fit, but to also not put him into a situation where, he's going to pull an injury or something like that. So Tommy's pretty good about that. He had a good hard training session today. So then while we're gone, Kurt will work with them. Tommy and him have already spoken, so he knows what the plan is, and then he'll probably do a little bit of just running and stuff like that on the Wednesday, and then take Thursday off, wait for Tommy again on Friday.
Can you just talk a little bit more about David's coming through this injury? Did it feel like he came through it pretty well?
Came through it well. It took a little bit longer than we had hoped for him to come back from the injury. It just there was his fracture was I guess a little more severe than the last one, and there was also another type of stress element that was at work there. That's why it took him a little bit longer. But he feels good. I mean, he was fit for 45 minutes. There was no doubt about that. I mean, he's always fit and he runs well, and he was unlucky on a couple of opportunities he had in the game.
Do you feel like he still fits in pretty well with this team? It's changed a little since he went out.
Yeah, I mean, he adds an element that that element of running hard, harassing the defense, stretching the defense. So that always gives us an element that's there. That isn't always there when he's not playing. But right now, Ochoa has been playing well, also. So it's always going to be competition. He knows that.
Me preguntaron si podría hacer un anuncio y pensé que era porque yo juego para los Seattle Sounders. No puedo, porque mi inglés no es muy bueno. That's true. Entonces me dijeron que el anuncio era de padres, niños y familias. Eso es muy importante para mí y le dije que yo hago lo que puedo hacer. No importa cuál idioma tú hablas, hay un idioma universal que nuestros niños comprenden y necesitan. Y es el amor y el cariño de los padres. Be a good parent and stay involved in your child's life.